Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Green. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
That is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes. Was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. He'll look to throw. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Here's Daniel Whelan now. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the handoff, they start with Richardson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Green. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Back to throw. Green. And that one drops down. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They run with Richardson. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Green. He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Richardson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Green. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Richardson. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Black. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
That is caught, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Again, it's Robinson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's McCoy. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hodges. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Green. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Green. Throwing on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Green on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Green. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one goes for 8 yards.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now Green on 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory at home. 24-17, your final score. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Richardson to start the drive. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Green. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Second down and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Vance. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. it's Richardson. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the ground, here's Richardson again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Green. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Back to throw. Green. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Dallas offense set for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd and 4. He finds McCoy. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Up the middle they go. Johns. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's going, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Richardson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Richardson And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Green. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, CD, you understand what they were thinking there, obviously. They're down big, just looking for anything to grasp onto. But what happens is they throw the pick-6, the lead gets even bigger, and that kind of feels like the exclamation mark on a very impressive victory here.
And that's where you can see things really start to snowball, right? A lot of mistakes being made. They're down big. Now they're trying to get back into it. That gives those defenders more opportunities to take advantage of even more errant throws and extend this big lead.
Add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.